So around 2 years ago, I paid something like $65 for this biodegradable, sustainably made, like all natural rubber and cotton, ultra thin yoga mat from Rumi Earth. And 2 years later, was it worth it? I'm Mei Lin, I'm a yoga teacher and a personal trainer, and I help people to basically get better at life through the many practices of yoga. So while you're here, make sure you're subscribed to get updates on all yoga related things such as this. So before we begin, let's be clear, this is a completely unsponsored video. I have no affiliation with Rumi's Earth. They don't know that I'm making this video. It's just that when I was trying to buy this mat, and I eventually did buy this mat, I didn't really find many reviews. So now that I've had it for 2 years, I just wanted to post one of my own. I think it's great that this company uses all natural materials and seems to really value sustainability in their business, but I think people should get their money's worth too. So my initial thoughts when I received this mat, which is behind me, is that I really loved it. It's really thin, like a cotton sheet thin, but that's what I wanted because most of the time I practice in an environment like this that is actually cushioned. So I actually wanted something that was more for grip, and this was perfect. Like it just had the most perfect grippy kind of surface without being sticky. So yeah, like it delivered exactly what I wanted. The website also says that you can fold this up like a piece of clothing, and you literally can. So it was really easy to travel with, and I travel quite a bit, and I like to practice yoga when I travel. So like that was also incredibly useful. So I will say this is a great indoor mat. Outdoors, it was not so good because it is so lightweight. Like if a gust of wind comes, this mat is folding over itself or even blowing away completely. And I have actually had this happen to me while teaching an outdoor yoga class. So I'm curious, have you guys had any weird things happen to you while you're teaching or doing outdoor yoga? I'd love to know in the comment section down below. So to be honest, the only problem I had with this mat, except potentially the price tag, is that it started to deteriorate and fall apart relatively quickly. So I'm not sure what you'll consider quick. Like maybe you replace your yoga mats every year, so it's not an issue, but I like to buy things and to be able to keep them for a long time. So I did use this mat a lot over 2 years, like almost daily. But I would say like within 2 years, like little bits of rubber started to kind of fall off, like it was sort of like rubber dust. And whenever I would clean it, you know, as per the website's instructions, a little bit more of that rubber would come off. So I was kind of like apprehensive about cleaning it. And eventually it got to the point where it was almost like melting, like it was dusty because of the little particles that were coming off, and also melting and becoming sticky. So it attracted a lot of dust and things that would then get stuck in the rubber. And this got really bad when I was in India, and I was actually filming like a 3-week series of daily practices in India, and it was really annoying because whenever I'd lift a foot off the mat would stick to my foot, so like the whole mat would come with my foot and sort of fold over itself. So that was not really great. So I don't know, like how often do you expect to have to replace your mat? Like honestly, I've had some pretty cheap, nasty ones that have lasted for a long time. I love that this is sustainable. It obviously, like one of the first principles of yoga is ahimsa, right? Non-harm. So we want to buy something that isn't harming the environment and it's not made by slaves and what have you. But I was kind of disappointed that this mat didn't last very long. It's sustainable, but if you have to buy a new one every couple of years, I also feel that that's kind of a waste of resources. So I'm not really sure about buying this mat again. So that's all I really have to say about this mat. Basically, loved it. It was sustainable, but it was expensive and it didn't last very long. Great indoor mat, would not recommend it for outdoors though. Excellent for travel. So yeah, if you have any recommendations for yoga mats, especially like sustainably produced, ethically produced yoga mats, I would love to hear them in the comment section. And while you're here, if you would like free access to a guided meditation for relaxation, please head over onto my website, yogawithmaylin.com, and sign up to get access. It's absolutely free. Okay, that's all I have for now. Until next time, peace.